Hi, this is Darwin Bray. This is my reflection over my classroom management, over a science lesson that I did. I used the hand game, basically where I want the students to raise their hand to be acknowledged to answer questions and things like that. When I first thought about doing this assignment, I thought this was going to be kind of a pain, but actually, after getting to use the technology a little bit, it actually worked pretty good. I can see that a teacher should probably do this weekly, a couple times a week, just to see how you're doing, see how maybe you're talking to the students and things like that. What I did for classroom management with my 6 students in first grade is I used the hand game, and basically what that is, I have 2 circles on the board, and every time I ask a question or I need feedback, I would ask them to raise their hand. If they didn't raise their hand and they said the answer or something like that, I would give myself a point. So we began basically making a game of this, of making sure that they are raising their hands to be acknowledged, to have input into the science lesson. Actually, I got a couple students. It's been a little tough, even for the regular classroom teacher. She uses a different system like this, but pretty similar to the same thing, and seems that it's hard for the students not to want to blurt out when they know it, and that's just probably part of the type of students they are, age of the students. But every time they wouldn't raise their hand, I would get a point, and if they did raise a point and did raise a hand and had a good answer, or even a good input into the lesson that we were doing, I would give them a point. So we kind of make a little bit of a game out of it. We're trying to shoot for, we give stickers or some kind of reward at the end, and it doesn't have to be that they win by 5. It's if they tie me or beat me, they win. So it's kind of fun to see the kids do this type of feedback, because you can see almost on their face initially when somebody doesn't raise their hand, because they're doing this in a class, kind of a team thing. So when one of them doesn't raise their hand, they can see the kind of that thing go off their face, like, oh, why'd you do that, or make sure you raise your hand next time, that kind of thing. So I can see how using this type of technology and watching yourself teach would be such a great help. I'm even a big one thinking that this is good for even students that are not at school or couldn't be at school that day, that if you're podcasting or recording your lessons, that they would even have a chance to sit in on the same information that the students that were sitting in the classroom got. So I like this kind of thing. I think it's great. That's a great way to self-reflect on what you've done or how you've done certain things. As if I would do something different, looking at the video and going back, I would probably maybe be a little quicker on giving points and making more points, making more time for that. I think I kind of got involved in the lesson and making sure it was going well. So I would probably give a few more points here and there, maybe watch them that they're not blurting out so much. But overall, it was okay. I can see how I want to change things later to make it a little easier. So that's my reflection.